You can have your notebook out.
Oh,
That's fine.
It's not cheating?
No, I mean, like, it's not like we have anything like any true, like, scripts or anything like that. We're just like, oh yeah, and then this. What did it? Yeah, stuff like that. It's just to help you recall things.
Right.
Hey, welcome to Friends in a Bed, where we're going to talk about TV shows and movies and stuff. Real talk, no script, just actual talk with me and a buddy.
Not a script.
No script. Stupid notes about the TV show. We're going to talk about Paranoia Agent, which is an anime, but not a normal anime. It's different, it's weird. How would you describe it?
I would say it has it's kind of sets out as like it's going to be some sort of detective story, but things become very surreal and they only keep getting more and more surreal as the show goes on.
Yeah, it's a very strange, weird show. We want to talk about it because in our friend groups, nobody has heard of it before or has seen it, so this is kind of a way to get that word out there. The show is actually a couple years old. It's like 2003, 2000 something, 2004. It aired in Japan.
10's a couple of years old.
Yeah, it's about a decade old, so might be a little bit dated, but whatever. It's still fun to watch and interesting to talk about. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with episode 1.
Don't want to talk about the director yet.
No, we're gonna talk about fine. The director, what's his name?
Satoshi Kon.
Satoshi Kon made this. He directed this. He wrote this. He wrote this along with Seishi Minakami. And well,
if you know any of Kon's work,
which you definitely do.
Yeah, he's known for his very sort of surreal settings, but not in like, they're artsy, but they're not like the most. They still
it's not super abstract to where it's not like the ending of Evangelion.
Yeah, it has a story and it has characters you can relate to and root for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it throws in enough weird stuff to be like, whoa, what the heck?
It definitely gets psychedelic, freaky, weird at times. I've only seen his Paranoia Agent. You've seen, like, what else did he do?
Perfect Blue, Paprika. There's some more I want.
Did he do Tokyo Godfathers?
Yeah, he did that too.
Okay, Tokyo Godfathers. I haven't seen that yet either, but I've heard people always talk about it. But okay, so let's get on with Paranoia Agent. Episode 1, Enter Little Slugger, or in Japanese,
Shonen Battle.
Yeah, but it's like Hairete Shonen Battle, hi. Isn't it?
Shonen Battle no Sanjo, something like that.
Yeah. Shonen Battle no Sanjo. We both know Japanese. I know a little bit. He knows a lot more. So yeah. How does it start off? It starts off with in Tokyo with a whole bunch of people.
It kind of sort of is setting up like the whole theme for the show. Just showing a bunch of people like talking on the phone.
Right, getting like the whole like I guess 2004 modern Japan, how everyone's using electronics. And
everyone seems very stressed.
Everyone's very stressed with their lifestyles and stuff. And they're all, I think, they're all like, whoever they're talking to on the phone, like coming up with excuses for why they can't do something or why they're not somewhere right now.
Right.
Just everybody. So that was just kind of like setting up the theme of what the show is going to be kind of about. And we meet our main character, Tsukiko-chan. And she is a character designer for, I think it's just a toy company, or they just...
It's probably, it's like a little mascot company thing.
Yeah.
Probably it's kind of like Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say.
I agree with that. And you kind of find out that she created this character.
Madomi.
Madomi. It's this cute little pink dog thing that like got her really famous, made a lot of money for the company. So everyone at the company wants her to make more characters and stuff because her Madomi was such a big hit, and that's kind of putting a lot of pressure on her. I think a lot of her co-workers are jealous of her,
Right.
which is also more pressure. um,
Overall, very stressful time for her.
I mean, also she's Japanese. Jesus Christ, talk about stress.
Right.
Being a Japanese worker, man, just seems so not fun.
No, and this, of course, all builds up to one night when
Go on.
she is on her way home from work, and she trips and drops her stuff.
It's like she's having a panic attack almost.
Yeah.
She sees this old lady, a homeless old lady, who just like stares at her and she starts freaking out for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just panic attack. She's very stressed. Keep going.
And then we see the entrance of basically the main sort of plot point.
The main antagonist.
Yeah, the main antagonist, sort of what's binding the whole story together.
All these episodes are connected by this one character.
Yeah. Little Slugger.
Little Slugger, or Shonen Bat in Japanese.
Only call him one thing. I don't know
what do
which
you
to call him.
Since I guess we're speaking in English.
Alright, Little Slugger.
We'll say Little Slugger,
right.
but we'll say Shonen. If we say Shonen Bat sometimes, we mean Little Slugger. Same person.
Yes. Alright, so Little Slugger shows up. And,
let's see. He's described as, he's drawn.
First of all, he attacks her.
Right. So we don't really, we get a glimpse.
Yeah, you kind of see him a little bit.
Like, it's not truly, described what he looks like until the next episode.
But she gets attacked and winds up in the hospital.
Right.
And these two detectives start questioning her about who it was that attacked her.
Mm-hmm. An old guy and a younger guy.
Yeah.
And so, old detective, young detective. And, after the questioning, the old detective doesn't really believe her. He thinks that she made it up.
Because she describes him as a little, elementary school student, probably 5th grade, I think.
Yeah. But, described him as just the elementary school kid with a baseball bat. I think that, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Just a kid with a baseball bat just smacked her.
Right. And from the start, the older detective thinks that there's something phony about this.
Because, I mean, it's a little kid assaulting people at night. That's a bit odd, right? That's understandable why he'd doubt it. I think, and then Frogface.
Right.
Frogface. We are introduced to this character, Frogface. I can't remember his actual name, but he is an investigator. No, he's a journalist. He's a journalist for a paper, and he's looking for a story, and he overhears about Kiko-chan, Tsukiko-chan, and is very intrigued and interested, and finds out where she lives, and starts stalking her a little bit, and gets a little creepy, awkward sexual stuff happens. He's really creepy looking, and he acts really creepy, but he's not a bad guy. Necessarily, I think he's a little scummy, like a frog.
That was the intent.
Yeah, I think that's the point. He's just a creepy, scummy kind of guy, but not a bad, horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
We'll meet horrible people later.
Right.
Let's see. And all right, the second time Slugger happens.
No, first we should get to after
Oh, we're talking about the doll?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Once she gets back home from being attacked.
And after the interview, after she's home from the hospital.
Yeah, Tsukiko is looking online, and there's all these people bad mouthing her.
Yeah, like at first it starts out with like people like, "Oh, I hope you get better soon. I can't believe this happened. This is ridiculous." Then it slowly starts getting more and more aggressive towards her, being like, "You liar.
Yeah, and that's
There's no way this could have happened."
this, and then after that,
And she
so,
starts like freaking out.
yeah.
Her eyes are just kind of going back and forth, and her breathing. Like there's a lot of focus on like her breathing in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
One time with the investigator, you actually for some reason you see what he sees, which is slightly through her shirt. She's wearing a white blouse.
No, that was the journalist, not
Oh,
the investigator.
that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry, the journalist. And you're just like kind of seeing her breathe, and you see that a few times throughout the episode, just to show like she's having an attack of some sort. But yeah.
But then you see the little doll creature that she designed.
The little pink cute doll thing.
Starts to move around and talk to her.
In a very cute voice.
Yes, and that's kind of the point when you realize this series isn't going to be entirely based in reality. It's going to be a very weird experience.
Right, because like at first, like you think, oh, it's just gonna be about this assault case, like this kid's going around gonna beat up people, but then the toy dog starts talking.
Everything up to that point is like this could have been.
This is totally legit.
Yeah.
Could have totally happened.
Right.
And then that happens, and it kind of sets the tone for the series. Like you're not sure what's real and what's not. Cause of that dog, that fucking dog. What's its name? Madomi. I gotta write that down. But yeah, so Madomi starts talking. Do you want to start? Do you want the second assault?
So that's the way it ends, is it not?
Is that how? I thought
That's how it ends.
No, because Frogface gets hit.
That's the second attack.
No, that's second attack, but still a first episode.
Yes. So that's how the first episode ends.
It's with the second attack. Do you want to explain that?
Yes.
First episode. We don't know exactly what we're doing yet, so it's bear with us. Madomi.
So it ends with the the journalist is.
I'm sorry if I'm getting you on this investigator thing.
Nah, the journalist is stalking.
Frogface. We'll just call him Frogface.
All right, Frogface. Frogface is going after her, trying to get more information about the attacks. He wants to really go to story.
It's late at night. He's just kind of following her. She's again having another attack.
Kind of mirroring the first attack scene, except
now that this guy's there, and I feel more understandable about why she would be freaking out.
Right. Anyway, so she once again trips, and it seems like something bad's gonna happen to her. But then
you see little Slugger again. You kind of see more of him a little bit, and he attacks Frogface.
You know,
he hits him upside the head from behind, just knocks him out, and then he runs over to Tsukiko-chan, and what does he say to her?
He says, "I'm back."
Oh yeah, he's like, "I'm back," and that's just kind of how the episode ends. So we'll be doing every episode will have its own episode. So this is the end of first episode, but before we end it, what did you think of the first episode? It's a good setup.
It is a good setup. You know, when I first watched the show, I wasn't like...
I was a lot younger.
When I started from episode 1, I was like, alright, this was a good setup episode, but I didn't feel particularly hooked in it.
No.
But then I kept going, and it just kept getting better.
The second episode's really, really fun.
Yeah, the second episode is where it starts getting pretty good.
Because for sure, the first episode is a setup. We know it's in Tokyo. We know the detectives who are very important with the series. Of course, Tsukiko-chan is also very important. Just kind of sets all that up. It's really the introduction of Little Slugger that's important about this episode.
Right.
That's the big focus, and probably the talking dog. The talking toy dog is pretty important to have. If that happens. Stuff happens with that. Alright, so, yeah, I definitely like the episode. Not the best episode out of the series, but usually first episodes of things aren't.
I can't really think of anything where it'd be like, wow, what a great first episode.
Like maybe SpongeBob.
I guess.
Like, I remember when SpongeBob first happened. I remember the first episode of that. I remember watching that in my aunt's basement with my cousin. Maybe it's not the best out of the series, but yeah, true. Like, best out of the series? Nah, I don't think that's existed.
Yeah, first episode is always just like, here's what this is.
Here's what this is, what it's gonna feel like for the rest of the show. Which, as we go on, you'll see actually the theme changes a bit, like varies from episode to episode. It's pretty cool and artsy.
Sure, it's worthy.
They take different art directions almost every other episode. Is
right.
New character focus, and like they do a different thing for that character art wise. Not like completely like, oh, he looks completely stylized, but they'll have moments. But we'll talk about that as we get to it.
Right.
Alright then, so until the next episode, which will be up probably at the same time this is up or the next day. Not a lot of editing gonna be put into this stuff because it's just simple talking. And hey, we had the good time. Got good time on this. Alright, so until next time, guys. See ya.